My name is Kamillion Vincent, the founder of Chi-Town Tenants. But my name isn't important. What's more important is the crisis that we have in the city of Chicago, and being residents in this city that we have seasoned ourselves in, we must address an issue that has been generating cracks in the places we live in: unaffordable housing. Primarily in Chicago, African Americans and Latinos are affected by housing unaffordability. Many families have a lower stagnant income, and because of this, homeowners increase the prices for houses each year with no limitation. This is a huge issue in Chicago, primarily on the west and south side, of course. These issues force families to reside with other family members, causing overcrowded housing, sleeping in cars or under bridges, or constantly moving around the city. Tell the government to wake up by utilizing the power of social media by creating an Octothorpe and form online communities to spread information and news to people who are willing to see change in housing prices in the city of Chicago. Chi-Town Tenants urge activists to mention our state representatives such as Mayor Lightfoot, Governor Pritzker, or any other state representative that you may know of on each post on social media in order to implement our solution. We must make it known that rent control is a must in order to combat the rise in prices in housing, limiting the amount of increase in rent. Communities should also address the housing needs of the homeless through charity-based programs, providing food and shelter for those who may need it. The state government should create and/or fund programs to assist homeowners in keeping houses in good quality as compensation for implementation of rent control. To learn more about rent control or housing insecurity, visit the website Chi-Town Tenants to learn more about what housing insecurity has done to America and how it impacts our city. Houses for all means high prices must fall. This is a flashback to a point in the olden days when the red lines were made, not talking CTA. I don't need the FHA to say they split up streets like a broken bone in an x-ray. This is a flashback to the 1930s when the FHA was doing people dirty. The government is pulling strings, they're breaking things, their power sings, more racial acts are resurfacing. Racial segregation, separation, administration's hurting those without an occupation or an education, leaving broken buildings broken. It's devastating. Move to a hotel room to get a reservation, or get forced to sleep in a car, that's humiliation. Overcrowded houses causing aggravation, not an overstatement, but I had to state it. Getting evicted with no payment, barely making ends meet, yeah, I'll barely make it. I'm a black man, I'm not getting loans. Nope. Got a low income, can't afford a home. Rent prices elevate, early due date. The rent costs arms and legs, time to amputate. They're drawing lines, so if you lack the bill, then you're always on the move, you can never sit still. If your color's black, then they'll stab you back. Watch where you're living, read the maps. The high class in the north side, that's right. It's the Caucasian paradise, cause they living nice. Wow. More like a corporate parasite. Bunch of folks in suits wouldn't even let the blacks live inside. Why? Then the red lines covering the south side. Government assistance was distant, it was out of sight. Buildings were old, small, trash, and unstable. This all seems unreal, like an old tale fable. Couldn't even get a TV, where's the cable? Struggling to gather food, put it on the table. Overcrowded families lived in busted shacks, about to crack. Buildings collapse like a Pringle stack. Oh no, now the rats are back. It's time to grab the track and then snap their back. Can't afford the cheese, I blame the Housing Act. Trying to get my greedy landlord to cut me slack. And I slap bureaucrats that haven't heard the facts. All my raps are classics, like a Def Jam pack. They got a certain act to start a match and burn the black. So if you prefer to miss the flames, then stand further back. Housing insecurity mean no security. Houses falling on the young, that is very ill to me. They serve a purpose that you might find confusing. Look at every single pen that they're using to draw the line. So if you lack the bill, then you're always on the move, you can never sit still. If your color's black, then they'll stab you back. Watch where you're living, read the maps.